What's up guys, Cali Sunset Gaming with you again, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the news that I've heard circulating EA and its loot box system on FIFA 21 Ultimate Team. Dutch authorities don't take no shit. Now before I get into my biased and prehistoric outlook on loot boxes in video games, let me give you a bit of background on this story specifically. And before you ask, Callie, why are you doing a video about gaming news? This isn't you. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I despise the concept of loot boxes, and the fact that someone's finally done something and they're calling EA out on their bullshit is something I'm a big fan of. So, go Dutch. So packs that you buy on Ultimate Team are referred to as loot boxes for the sake of the rest of this video, so keep that in mind. Before we go any deeper, I want to make sure you guys smash a like on this video and subscribe to show your support. So the loot boxes available in FIFA have been the main source of income for EA for some time. Ever since it was introduced, it allowed EA to essentially print money, exchanging your hard-earned cash for currency that means nothing at all and is completely useless unless you're on a FIFA dashboard. Now, this has gone unchecked for some time, and over time the Ultimate Team game mode has racked up $1.49 billion for EA, and that is not including the sales of the actual game itself. Having all the big Twitch streamers get all of the best players early on in random packs is the marketing equivalent of giving Johnny Sins a Viagra and allowing him to swan dive into a volleyball tournament. That is all this marketing that the game needs once the title is out, and the money comes pouring in from players who are desperately trying to emulate that victory when opening packs. Now, guys, I'm not saying that EA have created some sort of watch list where they can predetermine packs and their contents based on an individual's online presence through analysing follower base and volumes of cash spent in a specific period of time, which in turn leads to research finding online personalities with the target audience demographic to increase the company revenue through this game mode, because that would be mental. Loot boxes have been a talking point in gaming for some time. Essentially, it's a play-to-win mechanic, with lots of games making the in-game currency so measly that you're almost forced to buy in with real money just so that you're not left behind in the dust of people with a disposable income. But the KSA, which are a governing body when it comes to gambling in Netherlands, have advised that EA's Ultimate Team game mode is a form of gambling. A court in Netherlands has agreed at this point, and now, as a result, KSA are able to impose fines on EA until they take loot boxes out of the game. If gone unchecked, this can mean fines of up to $10 million for EA until they make a change. Now, what's my opinion on all this, and why should I care? Because after all, I don't even play Ultimate Team. The thing is that this game has a butterfly effect on the rest of FIFA as a whole. And I don't know enough about Madden, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing for them. Ultimate Team is a game mode that has grown massively in the past couple of years, and as a result EA have over time cut out other game modes that people return to FIFA for. Career mode is a perfect example. Yes, this year they have made legitimate changes to the game to improve it, but redressing old features that the game had and parading them as groundbreaking brand new features is silly. Like the visual sim is a perfect example of that. If you compare it to the developments made on Ultimate Team, the changes pale in comparison. A large bulk of EA's promotion is based around Ultimate Team because it makes them so much money. Career mode has been an afterthought for years, and the reason behind this is because EA do not make any money from a career mode player past post-release. Now, it's always baffled me how EA have got away with this. Some of you guys probably disagree, which is fine, but Ultimate Team is a form of gambling. And it's crazy how in this day and age, where betting adverts tell full-grown men to stop betting or else fictional wrestlers will get them in a headlock, EA manages to fly FIFA under the radar to have children raid their parents' bank accounts without their knowledge. The crazy thing is as well is that it's not a new thing. BBC News did reports on this in England regarding the fact that it's affecting so many young kids, and the fact that multiple public figures took to Twitter to try and raise awareness on just how addictive this type of game mode can be if it's unchecked. So how will this change FIFA? EA are in a very sticky situation now. If no changes are made to the game, then they will begin to hemorrhage money in the fines that they're going to receive from the Dutch authorities until changes to the game are made. Here's one thing though, changes to one country would have to be rolled out across the globe to create a fair playing field. You're not going to be able to get people playing in England against people playing in the Netherlands because they're going to have an unfair advantage because they're able to purchase packs, whereas people in the Netherlands aren't. So what? They would have their own server? How would that even work? The only other option is that EA would just stop the sales of EA Sports games in the Netherlands as a whole. Oh my god, they could actually do that. The thing is going to be huge for the franchise because EA's go-to moneymaker has just been called gambling, and it's not going to take long for other countries and other governing bodies to catch wind of this. Will this change other game modes like career mode? With this sort of thing happening, it's only right that EA concentrate more on their base product to ensure that it's as good as it possibly can be to ensure that they retain high sales. Think of it this way, if Ultimate Team did not exist, would the career mode on FIFA 21 be enough to secure the high level of sales that the company should expect from its annual title? This could be the first step in some really dramatic changes for the world of gaming. EA may be the first company to get penalised for it, but they will definitely not be the last. And now that Netherlands have set a precedent, it's only a matter of time before other countries possibly follow suit. The reason that I wanted to cover this video is because, like I said at the start, loot boxes are something that I despise in video games. The concept of pay to win is incredibly frustrating for a player like myself who tries to do everything the natural way, only to be beaten by a 12-year-old that's got hold of his mum's bank card. Ultimate Team to me is one of the most evident examples of someone who doesn't necessarily have to be good at the game, just have a lot of money to be able to be very successful at the game. There's no skill base, it's all based on who has the most money. Thank you guys for checking this video out, I appreciate your support. I realise that if anyone from EA sees this that my channel is basically dead, but I thought it was a really interesting topic to talk about, and I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on how this could change FIFA and also the gaming world as a whole. Make sure you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to get a discussion going on your thoughts. Do you play Ultimate Team? Do you think these changes are good? Do you think they're bad? What are your thoughts on loot boxes as a whole? Make sure that you hit that comment section and let me know. You guys have been awesome, and as always, I will catch you guys next time on Cali Sunset Gaming.